Hi and welcome to Hanoi. Capital of Vietnam and second largest city after Ho Chi Minh City, is a very popular destination in the north of Vietnam. This city rich in culture, it's an amazing destination to visit and the getaway to the popular Halong Bay. The Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum is a large memorial to the famous chairman of the Communist Party of Vietnam. Constructed in 1975, the mausoleum was inspired by Lenin's mausoleum in Moscow, but incorporates distinct Vietnamese architectural design. Visiting the mausoleum is free of charge, but has strict security rules. No cameras allowed inside. Make sure you check what time the mausoleum opens to the public if you want to take a peek at Uncle Ho as the local scholar. If you're lucky, you can also get to see the change of guards. The one-pillar pagoda is an historic tiny Buddhist temple. This famous pagoda is said to represent a lotus flower growing out of the water. The Ho Chi Minh Museum, dedicated to the beloved Vietnamese leader, it's a complete representation of his life and legacy. From gifts given to him by various countries to communist propaganda, this is one interesting museum to learn about Vietnamese history. The Temple of Literature, constructed in 1070, was first built to honor Confucians and nowadays to celebrate the doctorates and high ranks of scholars of Vietnam. This is one of the best places to visit in all of Hanoi. Its traditional architecture and rich history makes it a popular attraction for tourists. The Presidential Palace of Vietnam was built in 1900 to house the French governor of Indochina. When Vietnam achieved independence in 1954, Ho Chi Minh refused to live in the luxurious palace for symbolic reasons and eventually built a traditional Vietnamese steel house for his personal use. For most of his tenure as president of North Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh lived in this modest steel house behind the luxurious presidential palace. The Tran Quoc Pagoda in Hanoi is the oldest pagoda in the city, originally constructed in the 6th century. This pagoda is a little out of the city center, but it's still a very special place to visit as it is surrounded by a beautiful lake. Most tourists visiting Hanoi are there to get to the beautiful Ha Long Bay. This is a magical place and one of the most spectacular natural wonders of the world. Finally, I leave you with a little piece from the famous water puppet show.